Everyone, I tried to post my dancing video this morning, but I decided to shelve it. So yesterday, after I posted, went about my day, and then later when I came back online, I saw a lot of tags. Princess had done a video and was asking for me to join. I wasn't online then, and I felt the need to address this. This is directly to Dr. Femi Olaleye of Optimal Cancer Care Foundation, to the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team, to all the NGOs who are out there. I feel that in a society where we cannot protect our children from sexual predators, it is a society doomed to fail. Our children are the future. They need to be supported, made to realize their potential, groomed for good, not groomed to be sex toys for adults who should know better. I've known Dr. Femi for a number of years, a long time. We met at an event in Unilag many years ago, and he had approached me to help in his advocacy for breast cancer screening for women and the rest. And if you know anything about me, good morning, you know anything about me, you know that women's health, women's wellness, children, child rape, abuse is a passion of mine. It's something I'm deeply involved in. And so for years I've supported Optimal Cancer Care. I've even put money towards helping women get screening. I've done fundraising. He can bear me witness. Dr. Femi Olaleye has never paid me a naira, never asked, and that's okay. It's not, it's advocacy. On the 9th of July, 9th or 10th of July was another advocacy drive of his. He was now partnering with the Reddington Hospital in VI. Of course, raise awareness, get women to come screen. I have been screened myself, and he hasn't charged me. I guess that's the perks of having to do advocacy for him. So let me just put that out there. So I went, as usual, in the pouring rain. You see, for me, when I give my word, it's something that I don't play with. I have integrity, and I beat my chest about it. A lot of NGOs that I work with, they're out there, Project Alert, over 15 years, supporting their work, and Warif, Mirabel Center, so many of them that I support in one way or the other. So I went, and there were a few women there. Maybe because of the rain, they couldn't really come. So in conversation, I just, how's your wife? And he was like, So I said, what's wrong? And then he now said, we'll talk later, when the room was clear. So he cleared the room and said the nurses, they should give us room. And so I asked, well, how's your wife? And he said, oh, they're separated, they're no more together. She had kicked him out of the house. I'm like, that's serious. You know, and then he now went on to say, I would admit to you, Kate, she set me up. I fell. I didn't understand what that meant. He fell. Okay. So I said, what happened? He said, oh, she brought a young girl into the house and he did stuff with her. I'm like, Dr. Femi, now, wow, why would you, of course, the first thing is blame his wife, that she knew his weakness and she did that and blah, blah. She just kicked him out. She even arrested him. I'm like, wow. This was before he told me he had the thing with the girl. When he said he had been arrested, I'm like, how would the wife arrest you? So it was later when I now heard from him that it was because he had sexual relations with, so he didn't even tell me it was the wife's niece. Didn't tell me she was underage either. Proceeded to tell me other things, and I'm like, okay, just take it easy. You guys try and resolve it. Make sure you try and see your children. I'm sure everything will be fine. And I'm like, maybe she has moved on. Just leave her. Because I don't want to get in the middle of relationship. Then the wife, Remy, reaches out to me, and 4 hours on the phone we spent. She was telling me all sorts of, she sent me videos. Dr. Femi Olaleye had been molesting disvirgin this 15-year-old girl. He had been doing that for a year and 9 months. I was shocked. I'm not going to put a picture of the girl or the video. If you see her, she's just like a tomboy. I wondered in my mind, what could drive a man like that, who has a beautiful wife? And by the way, he's not bad looking as well. You are both together, you and your wife, in the same house, and you are... I was so upset. I told him under no uncertain terms, in no uncertain terms, that I will not be a part of this. You know my stance against this kind of evil, and I will not keep quiet. Sort your shit out. I sent him this message. He wanted to meet, and we couldn't find time, so I said, I needed to speak with you regarding the situation you're in. When Remy, his wife, called me to tell me all that transpired, I felt I needed to clarify my stand. I'm a huge and strong advocate against child abuse and sexual abuse. Everyone knows that. Many NGOs I've worked with can attest to that. It's not looking good for you at all. I'm linked to you because of the advocacy that I do for women. My integrity is very, very important to me. I have received a few DMs, which I did. I've not responded as I do not know the people. But I will protect my name regardless. She has said, she being the wife, said you remain unrepentant, which is what he's still doing as of yesterday. And you continue to gaslight her. To tell you the truth, that is not advisable. It's a terrible, terrible thing that you did. You admitted as much to me. I really don't know what else to say on this matter, except that I have to protect my reputation at all costs. I have briefed my manager, should any of it get out to the media, and I will counter any backlash against my person. I wanted to speak face to face because I'm not happy at all, and I had no idea that it was this serious and that a minor was involved. And he responds, I totally understand. Thanks for your support. Thanks for the clarification as well. I appreciate your time and support of my work, but please, I cannot recollect admitting doing anything wrong with a minor to you. I remain steadfast in proclaiming my innocence with regards to all her allegations. Thanks. I said, oh, really? You do not remember? Really, Dr. Femi? So I'm now a liar. You call me a liar. No worries. My best wishes. And he responds with, no. And he sent other messages, but I was done. Dr. Femi, I want to tell you that I'm a straightforward person. And that you said what you said to me. The earlier you come to terms with what you have done, submit yourself to the authorities so that they can do the needful with you. You molested a 15-year-old girl. You disvirgined her. You threatened her and told her that if she told anyone she would die. You are a doctor. You are meant to care. You took a Hippocratic oath. Dr. Femi, you called me a liar. Thank you very much. I'm not a liar. You said what you said to me. You know what you did. It is left for the authorities to do the needful. I am here. Should any clarification be needed. I've worked with you all these years, never lied to you. But saying back your words to you, I'm not a liar. And I put it to you that I'm not lying. You know what you did. And it is a terrible thing. And you should be ashamed of yourself. I thought I could give you a benefit of doubt and just think that, oh, it was somebody who had her wits about her and could make an informed decision. But this girl is a young girl. A minor. Okay? A minor. And it is despicable. And in a society like ours, if you try and cover it up, like the police tried to do with the Baba Ijesha case, and the princess had to do video calling all of them out. You people have children as well. Trust me. The same you do to other people's children is what will be meted out to your own kids. Let's stop this nonsense and this evil. Okay? There you have it. Thank you. Lovely people. It's been a minute. I decided to take time off for myself and think about various things, especially what I'm going to talk about. I believe that one person can make a difference. But I believe more importantly that a group of people who have a heart for humanity, who refuse to be silenced, can do a great deal also. When I talked about women being gatekeepers to some of the crimes being committed, the evil being perpetuated, I knew what I was talking about. And it's happening now in the case that has to do with Frank Olufemi Olaleye. I refuse to attach that designation to your name because your MBA, I don't know what you got it in. Maybe it was mopping the floors of the hospitals in the UK because you are not registered to practice it. We're going to get there. Women gatekeepers. The DPO at Anthony, Patricia Amadin. I had to write down so that I know what I'm talking about. You were the first person this case was reported to November 29th or 30th last year. You were the first person. DPO at Anthony, Patricia Amadin. You have a video recording confession of Frank Olufemi Olaleye on your phone. Written statements from himself, his wife, the survivor, Blessing, the driver, everyone that went to the station. You have statements from them. Supol Abimbola Williams, the OC gender in charge of the case. You are saying the file is empty. What about the video confession you also have on your phone? Hey, where's the third person? IPO Esther Nwaiwu. You are the one transporting file because file is not a building. It needs to be excavated, then moved to the right place. If you people are denying that November nothing happened, that it was March, April, May, June, July, August, September, the file is still moving. It's still empty. You see, regardless of what we may think of Princess, I believe her. She has gone through this ordeal before and she has warned, pre-told of things that will happen when the police is involved. When some bad eggs in the police force, women that I have mentioned, decide to take a stand with the perpetrator against the survivor. There was a letter, 23rd of March 2022, from the legal practitioners of M.A. Oduwole and Co. that attests to the confession, to the petition of the abuse, addressed to the Commissioner of Police. Attention OC Gender Ikeja. This is Supol Abimbola Williams. 3rd of December 2021, Frank Olufemi Olaleye wrote an undertaking because he had been threatening his wife after she told him to leave the house. He came back with thugs and maybe even policemen to threaten her, to try and get her out of the house. He gave an undertaking not to issue any more threats or disturb her, that he will no more have access to that house. The evidence is there. You people may have lost your own copy, but we have evidence. Frank Olufemi Olaleye continues to move unabated, unperturbed, undisturbed, and frankly doesn't give, frankly, I'm sharp, frankly doesn't give two hoots about us who are speaking of his crimes, about his wife whose niece he violated, because he feels he's untouchable. He has people he plays golf with who he can call on at dialing his phone and they'll come to his help. He has people maybe in the police force who have cause to drag their feet in terms of prosecuting this case, bringing together all the evidence, putting it together. If termites can eat money and documents, fire erupt somewhere, why won't pieces of information be missing from a file? But is it missing from your phone too? Madam Patricia, I don't know if you are Mrs., Miss or MS. Shupola Bimbola, same applies to you. IPOS and YWO. You are women. You have children. If you don't have, you will have. I pray that you have. We don't know where our children will go to. We don't know what will befall them. But we pray that when they are in trouble, people whom we do not know will come to their aid and help them. Because human beings are mobile. A lovely lady once said, human beings are mobile. You don't have to do for your family alone. You do for others. So when your family gets somewhere else, others will do for them. The evil that we refuse to right today will attend to us tomorrow. Maybe not us, our children. Hey, people are playing a game and you think we'll be quiet. You think we'll be silent. You think we're just making noise. We're having documents being sent to us from the former place where Frank Olufemi Olaleye used to be. Somewhere called Kings in the UK. He never wanted to practice obstetrics and gynecology. He has MBA, I don't know, maybe he's from cleaning the floors. He didn't want to. Suddenly he wanted to do it. Maybe he now found his appetite of touching women, doing things to them. And I said, let me find this place where I'll have access. And those of you that keep carrying yourself to his place, he's doing video. Today is Monday, 12th of September. I'm nicely touching this young lady. I'm doing an operation. Say hello. She said, hello. Continue. But don't come crying because we have told you, we have been warning you. Those of you that are in his WhatsApp group, fellow doctors from the abroad, you don't want to talk to him. You don't want to stand for the truth. It's okay. You think your children, anybody standing with Frank Olufemi Olaleye, you think your children will not be touched. Does he know your children? Do you know where he will meet them? Okay. Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency. FEMA, do your work. Do your investigation. Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. Lagos State stands head and shoulders above all the states, most of the states. Do your job. I will continue to encourage you to do the right thing. I don't believe in insults, unless all else fails. But I won't insult you. I'll just keep reminding you of the reason why you establish these various agencies. Frank Olufemi Olaleye is not registered to practice in the UK. Check the General Medical Council. He's not registered. He may not practice. You can Google it. Ask people that you know in the UK to check for you. We will not be quiet. He's moving about as if nothing. We will not also be quiet. I'm calling on the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, Medical and Dental Council. Anywhere, Reddington, where you people think you're going to work with Frank Olufemi Olaleye, you better remove his contract. Ask him where he got his papers from. Because Nigeria seems to be like a cesspit and a dumping ground for anyone. Anyone. You have paper, you don't have paper, suddenly you can come and start touching women, cutting them open and saying you are doing advocacy for breast and cervical cancer. The letter I'm talking about from the Obodo Ibo. I'm going to put it up on my story so that you see that we have people who are willing to stand by the truth. That is why Igbo people would have records, so that nothing can be removed. They have it in the cloud, stored up in the cloud. Oh, we're still doing fire. Yeah, so that fire will burn it, termite to eat, mosquito, monkeys and snakes. Or a hand, a human hand, will remove it. I say, it's not there. It's not today they filed it. It's, continue. I'll continue to remind you people of your duty and the oath that you took. Frank Olufemi Olaleye, you are not Ops and Gynae. You are not certified. I said so. Thank you.